Hi, everyone. My name is Jenna Bradshaw. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't been here before, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. And we talk about all things holistic health, fitness, nutrition, meditation, spirituality, all things energy that encompass a holistic lifestyle and a healthy lifestyle where you can tap into your inner healing. And so that's what I do. And today I kind of want to discuss the aspects of what a holistic health coach does and how they can potentially help you on your journey to becoming the best, healthiest version of yourself and live a purposeful life. So let's talk about what holistic health actually is. So holism, the word holism, is the connection between mind, body, and soul. And when all of those things are aligned, it can really help you tap in to your inner healing and live a very purposeful life. And also in general, with that comes optimizing your health, quality of life, enhancing your overall well-being and your life force energy, how you show up in the world, your essence. And when that happens, a lot of things can fall into place, whether maybe you start a new job, maybe you become an entrepreneur, maybe you weren't exercising before, now you're motivated to start exercising because of the way you view your body. So there's these shifts in perspective and how we feel, because it all starts in the mind. A thought provokes an emotion, which provokes a physical response. So let's discuss the three selves, because this will kind of hone everything together. So we have our three selves. First is our basic self, which is connected to the body, right? That's our inner child. Then we have the conscious mind, which is our mind. This is our head space. Then we have our higher selves, our most radiant, vibrant, incredible versions of ourselves that guide us through life. When we are having physical ailments, physical symptoms like headaches, menstrual cramps, any type of cold, congestion, asthma, digestion issues. When that happens, these are little pings, little signs, warning signs from your basic self, which is your inner child, your inner child system. If you are not working through what you need to work through in terms of emotions, or you're too much in your head and you're not really embodying what your soul's purpose is, or what your mission is here in life, you're going to get those physical ailments. You're going to feel, because it starts in the energetic realm and then it seeps into our physical body. So with that, then we have our conscious mind, right? So this is like the robot. This is the supercomputer. This is where it's black and white, and where we think logically. And a lot of us are stuck in our conscious mind and we're neglecting the basic self and the higher self, when in fact we need to combine all three in order to live a very healthy, purposeful life where we're feeling radiant, where our energy is thriving. And so what a holistic health coach does, like myself, is guide you through these different tools and modalities to help you connect those three selves. At least that's what I do in my practice, with my clients, with my students, and combining the mind, body, and soul to optimize your overall health and well-being. So what are some things, right? What are some tools? Well, meditation, non-negotiable. Movement, non-negotiable. Food, nourishing foods, non-negotiable. Spirituality, non-negotiable. Energy, non-negotiable. So those buckets will help to enhance your health and well-being, as well as put you on the path to your soul's purpose and mission. So sometimes what I'll do, because I'm intuitive as well, I will help guide my clients if I'm getting an intuitive download for them through their spiritual team, and through their spiritual team, but also through my spiritual team, to give them this message to help them. That's kind of how I can guide the pathway. So, for example, people think that exercising for two hours a day, that's like health right there. That is one bucket of the bigger picture. And I talk about 5 buckets. So I talk about mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and energetic. Those are the 5 buckets that I discuss in terms of my practice and being a holistic health coach and an author, and what I write about, speak about, teach about. This is my method. So instead of being like, I have to work out 2 hours a day in order to be the healthiest version of myself, in order to keep my health, that's not actually true. So, do we need to combine aerobic work and strength training? Absolutely. But if you have, let's just say 10 minutes, then that's better than no minutes. So, you want to be able to move your body in some way, shape, or form. So, that can be a walking meditation or just walking and being in nature. That can be yoga. That can be a quick 20-minute strength training circuit. That can be sprinting, that can be running, that can be riding a bike. Whatever helps you to move your body in some way, then so be it. You can just be foam rolling and then do some mobility work, and that's better than nothing. So what happens is when we are sedentary, which is obviously we're seeing a lot of issues with health in terms of a sedentary lifestyle, we know and I'm going to talk about in terms of like degenerative disease as well, because we know when we're not moving our body, stagnation occurs. And when we're stagnant, this is where energy gets very rigid and there's no flow in our energy system. The anatomy and physiology are the form and function that make up the human energy system. So they go hand in hand. So I talk about specific low-level movements that help to remove and surface some trapped emotions that maybe you didn't even know were there. And really what it's about is training and rewiring your subconscious mind, which is 95% of our actions in a day, and 5% is conscious. So you have like these involuntary responses to life, and we have to rewire the way that you think in order to change the way that you feel, in order to change the way that you act. And so this is part of the method that I coach, that I teach, that I write about. And it's very important to know that to be healthy, it's not just one component, there's many variables. But what the common denominator is energy. So energy is in the middle, and then you have fitness, physical, you have food, you have mental, you have emotional, you have spiritual, and energy ties all of those together. So when you can focus on changing the way that you think and the way that you feel, it changes the way that you act. So it will give you some type of momentum. How can we do this? Breath work, meditation, energetic healing, giving back to communities. But honestly, the best way to start, I think, and I believe, is meditation, having some form of ritual and routine where meditation is incorporated. And that really can be anything. That can be focused inward. And if you, I have another video talking about meditation where there's many ways to meditate. So if you're someone who's very hypervigilant, or you're really focused internally, and maybe you have anxiety, maybe focusing externally, maybe focusing on your skin, focusing on, your feet, you're doing a body scan, things that don't make it so internal. Vice versa, if you're someone who's so externally focused, getting in stillness and focusing on your internal world, that's going to be the type of meditation that you might gear towards. Doing breath work, that's an active meditation. Doing a walking meditation, being in nature, that's a form of meditation. You can close your eyes, you can open your eyes. There's many variables. It depends on the person and what they need in that time, in that moment. And that is what I guide you through. That's what I do as a coach. So then we move into, so we went over the physical. The physical, I incorporate fitness and food because that's really what enhances our energy system in terms of moving the body and fueling the body. Those are like non-negotiables. And then we come to the next level of the pyramid, which is called the mental and emotional. So the mental and emotional, we have these limiting beliefs in life. these blocks where we grow up. You're a product of your environment, correct? So if you're someone who believes you're stupid, you can't do it, then you're right. However, how do we change that thought pattern and rewire it so that you're able to work on whatever, big T or little t trauma that you suffered as a child? And that really is what poses us in adulthood, working on those traumatic events. So for example, I'm on that big T trauma for me was crucial in order to get me to this point, in order to help heal myself. And the healing journey is spiralic. It's always going. Heal, evolve, ascend. Heal, evolve, ascend. So with that, it's really a matter of where are you on this journey? Are you happy with where you at? And what can you change? Noticing these limiting beliefs, journal prompts, those are great. So what are, maybe 3 limiting beliefs that come up for you? Maybe this could be, my family has always been bigger and unhealthy, so I'm not going to be healthy. Well, that's not true. What do you know to be true though? So writing some affirmations that help you. So I am perfect health. I am strong. I am aligned with my most perfect whole free self, things like that to change your brain pattern. Then with that, you have emotions that come up. So a thought provokes a chemical concoction in your body, which said emotion. And depending on the emotion, you either let it take over or you can control your emotions and you're able to sit with it, feel it, and then let it go. A lot of people like to carry the baggage. And that is where degenerative disease comes in, because you're not allowing yourself to make space for new. And again, a disease has an energetic meaning behind it. So that means it starts in our energetic field and it seeps into our physical body. So if you're really disconnected from yourself, there's a gap where it's called who we are and how we show up in life. The larger the gap, the more that you allow these low vibration emotions to take over your mind, body, and soul. And when we have this discord with these low vibration emotions, such as guilt, shame, judgment, anger, resentment, that is the disconnect we have with our soul. So those are the feelings that come up because our soul is like, no, we know our true essence, but you're believing something different because you're too stuck in your conscious mind. So again, connecting with our spirituality and our higher selves is what's going to help enhance our overall health and well-being. Really, I consider myself an energetic, holistic health coach, but most people don't know what that means. So it's easier just to say I'm a holistic health coach. So again, some things that you can do: meditation, where you're sitting with yourself and connecting with your higher self, journaling prompts, any type of energy work. So whether you're seeing someone like myself, where I do energetic healings, or you're going to classes where they're doing healing circles and learning and educating, knowing your non-negotiables, knowing your desires and wants in this life. So writing those out and seeing what, creating an intentional day for yourself, starting your morning off right, ending your day off right. And the middle is what just happens in the day. That's just what, unfolds for your life. So having a morning ritual in terms of so for example, I wake up, first thing I do, breath work and meditation. And that's how I start my day. And I'm visualizing what I want, my higher self, what I want in life, what I'm going to be doing in the day. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to write, I'm going to get some writing done, then I'm going to exercise, and then I'm going to do XYZ. Then I'm going to see some clients and tap into their energy and see where they're at. So that is how we can tap into our own energy. So if you're someone who's unable to sit with themselves, you need to figure out why. So really figuring out the why is going to help you open up a new bird's eyes view into how you view life and what you want to see your life like in the next month, in the next 3 months, in the next year. What would you like to see unfold? So when you have that at the forefront of your mind, this is where you're co-creating with life, and you're able to be like, oh, okay, I get it now. I was able to do this because I was able to take time for myself. So the more we slow down and actually analyze and become connected with our bodies, especially because we're very disconnected with ourselves, we're very disconnected with our bodies. The more we connect with our bodies, the more we can connect with our minds and our soul, and the more we work together with the three selves. And so that is pretty much what I do as an energetic holistic health coach, taking these simple, basic tools, modalities. I base it off my methodology, which is called the Sacred Connection. And I'm writing about in my second book, which will be coming out in 2023. I'm super excited about. Again, this is what I write about. This is what I teach about. This is what I coach about. So if you need any extra help, you can go check out holistichumanperformance.co. I'll put that in the show notes. I have digital courses, which you can take your time and go through self-paced. I have pre-recorded classes, live classes. Again, those will be self-paced, and then you can catch the replay if you can't make a live class. Mostly virtual, unless I do some in person, as well as like book signings and things like that. So you can, whatever you think you need, in terms of maybe you need some coaching, reach out. I'll put all my information in the show notes. We can do like a 15-minute consultation coaching call to see what you need, what your goals are, and how I can help you and, guide you in that right direction. I pretty much am those people that just let's sift through the white noise so we can help you in the most basic way. You can't build a house without a foundation. So you need the foundation in order to build on yourself. You're taking these tools and those modalities and you're putting them in your toolbox for when things get challenging. So you can take them out of your toolbox and, I remember Jenna talking about this. I remember her telling me about this, and using that to your advantage. So I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. I'll put all my information in the show notes. And again, until next time, share with a friend, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.